So, we received a message of the Duke to come and handle some disputes in terms of the claims of Kednua. So, we're back over here in the Garpa lane. We're gonna go for the Hall of the Adventurers, telling about the breastplates. And also, we're gonna go for the Hall of Reveled Mysteries to see if we can get access to those books that might give us some knowledge.
How do you do?
There's nothing to tell us, Mr. Roven. Only commoners over here. Okay, beautiful. Let's keep moving. Crier. Another ship lost. A Valen merchant vessel dashed against the merciless rocks. No survivors. Oof. Oof.
Welcome.
I'm looking into some disappearance. I heard that your sister got missing. Hurrah. We should have asked the guy where the persons are when accepting the investigations. That could have been helpful. I didn't think anyone would come to help. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunrid Row, the Crucible Knights, even dozens. No one had the time to look for a missing girl. It was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I can tell you, I'll just ask. So, despite us being summoned by the Duke and us having to go into the library for some potentially secret knowledge, there's also the Lady Web and her spies of characters. And they've put the task upon us to find people who disappeared. And by accident, apparently I've stumbled upon Laura, one of the persons, because I have forgotten to ask who those people are and where they are that want to chat for people's disappearance. When was the last time you saw your sister? At your house, getting ready for a big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see her with anyone else when she disappeared? She was very sociable. She always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down. Okay. What was Cora doing around the time she disappeared? She's gotten into this acting troupe called... is it down there with the theater group? You notice, concentrate. The Revel Stars, that's it. She was pretty inexperienced. I think that's why she was so excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything about her else. So, a group of actors bringing in people who have no experience whatsoever, telling them about, hey, you can join our big plots whatsoever. Sounds a little bit sus to me. Greetings, Seb. How you doing? Used to awesome. Tell me a little bit about Cora. She's my younger sister, always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her. That she'd be remembered and happy and important. Sounds like every streamer. She got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match. Still, when she got that theater job, I thought she was about to turn around. That's all I need to know. Thank you kindly. Show me your wares. Something special. Some rings, but we don't have the coin. Oh, I totally forgot to give the freaking armor. Why did nobody tell me? Heldrick's coat. And then the Esther over here. Justice. The White Spiral. I'm curious what the worth is for the White Spiral.
Good day to you.
800. Okay. So it's a medium armor. Overseeing, what is that? +10 ability area of effects. Can we put that on you? Nope. Okay, the overseeing thing is definitely better. Can we enchant you further? Requires level 8. Quality. Question is, can I upgrade that quality as we go? Or will it take away from it? The White Spire. Slaying. Secondary damage. Burning Lash. I mean, it's a freezing thing, so a freezing lash might be cool. I need primal water. Can I pin this somehow that I know that I need this kind of water? Legendary, superb, exceptional, fine. Maybe somebody can explain me how the crafting itself works and upgrading things. If you like start little and then overcraft on top of it, or you wait and grab something bigger.
Hail and well met.
Hail and well met. So, before anything else, and we go to that group of actors. Now that we accidentally stumbled upon Lady Webb's request, I'm gonna come back here and tell him about the chest plate. Here's what the ex-Crucible Knight has to say for this. I gave the evidence back to Penhelm. I won't blackmail him. But you'll let that ass-kisser keep my family's armor. Or maybe he won you over with smooth talk and a few coppers. That's it? No matter. You've chosen your side. Oh, rogue knights. We've lost money to bandits. I'm not happy about that. Blooded Thug. Gold-packed knights. Definitely gold-packed knights. Higher one. And a Warden of the Wilds. Security. 16. Curious if that will work better. Bailey, House of Arrows of necessities for keeping the stronghold self-sufficient. Building this upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further. Library, little bonus when resting. Rebuilding the crafts hall, arms your stronghold, providing you with weapons and armor merchants. That sounds like something we want. The woodland trail surrounded the main. Upgrading this will grant both constitution and athletic bonus when resting. But the barn restore yours. May return a semblance of order to the keep. Sounds like something just visually. Repair the courtyard pool inside, yeah. It's nothing really functional. I would go for the Bailey first. Good. We told him about the chest plates. Job done. I like that we got a little bit of XP for completion it, but also that small
I wonder, Alof, don't you ever feel curious about Isilmir's history?
Not even a little.
But think of the opportunities. You could learn so much about the past.
There are some things I'm happy not knowing.
An interesting character. So let's go to the platform in the middle. See if we find something about that disappeared person that wanted to become an actor. Lumdala. Probably have to talk to her.
How do you do?
I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. Can't say I recognize that name. You can remember lines from a play, but not the name of a fellow actor. My work requires great focus and attention. I don't have time to memorize the name of every Indian who joins our troupe for a week. I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. Oh, guess. Sorry, can't talk right now.
How do you do?
As the rebel star takes in many new members. But of course. What kind of members do you take? New and old? How long do you keep them? As long as they're able to satisfy? Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Sorry, can't talk right now. Should be
Keeping
though.
an eye out.
Laura told me that her sister Cora joined an acting troupe called the Rebel of Stars before she disappeared. Audience member, boo! Dalton. That elderly man paces back and forth, taking short hobbled steps. And the way you fought, cutting down two at a time, we shared quite a victory, you and I. Who are you talking to? By the flame. For just a moment I thought I heard her. What troubles you? Just memories of my youth in the Northwatch Rangers, trials and adventures from a lifetime ago. Of late, the memory of the lost battles and fallen friends have been especially vivid. Make it quick, old man. My Ravina was slain along with the rest of the Rangers by the necromancer called Helig of Thane. It'd been almost 60 years, but suddenly the memories are fresh and sharp as if they were yesterday, and the dreams... I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her, a voice just over my shoulder, calling me to my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she somehow is down here, waiting for me. Where I have the warrior in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole as it is. I mean, if you want, I searched the catacombs for you. There's an entrance just southwest of here. If you truly have the gift of the gods, if there's anything you can do, find her. Okay. Let's have a look at the catacombs then. So much to us going to the Duke and finding some information from the library. Totally turn-twirling and twisting towards us. Heading into... into finding... going to the catacombs again. Wild. Then I lost some, left some materials back as well.
Slow and silent.
Nothing there.
Quick and quiet.
This is where we fought the spores. if I recall correctly. Good. Collect everything from there. There's some graves. Nothing here either. That's
I shall
the
be discreet.
small fella that we found and took captive. So have I been in here? There's a dead body down there. Oh crap. Trap triggered.
Hello?
Ouchie. Oh, that's the necromancer. Heading of theme. You're Helic. Dalton sent me to look for Rovina. He leans back and bursts into a righteous laughter. His threadbare robe drifts apart, revealing an amulet and ragged wound. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was a very long time ago. What happened to you? What, this? Long story. I was one of the first animancers in Durwood, practiced necromancy too, which is why I put Dalton and his Northwatch Rangers on my trial. He cackles, making a wet, burbling sound. What can you tell me about Dalton? Only that it's a miracle or joke of the gods that he's still alive. The only thing he loved more than his fetching lieutenant was the idea of his own legend. He said you killed Rovina and the rest of the Northwatch Rangers. Did he mention that they hunted me down like a rabid dog? I just wanted to continue my studies. Attitudes towards animancy were not what they are now, and necromancers have never met with much acceptance. But they're corpses now, and so am I. Surely that's all well enough behind us. Do you know where Rovina is? Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire for Mordred, I'll let you in on a secret. No bargain, I'll find Rovina when we found you. Mordred. Grimoire for Mordred. Yeah, no. We're not dealing with necromancers.
Hey.
Off with your head.
Yes?
I'm here.
Off with your head.
Ready when you...
Not believe.
You're mine! You're mine!
Dead on!
Instant death. Stalwart amulets. Neck. 5 will. The brilliant bloodstone amulet has a strange aura. As you hold the gem, you think you hear a woman's voice. Oh. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged Stanley guy. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? You see an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Rovina. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women is matching the letter lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in her mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Ravina. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. With a final contentious glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who was both bold and generous. What do you want? You see an image of an amulet shattering and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Okay, a voice from the past. So I did hear a voice. So find rope and you grab the grimoire. Let's see here. Anything new in this grimoire? A caster hands becomes a toxic parasite causing corrosive damage to the target, weakening it and converting its life force to the caster's endurance. Jesus. The draining touch. Okay. Expose vulnerabilities. Crackling bolt. Let's grab the crackling bolt out and grab the draining touch inside. Instead, if somebody comes close enough, you can then put that onto them. Okay. So that's what all this necromancer was about that we've met a few episodes earlier. Let's go back to the surface. Tell the man what is going on and hopefully be able to shatter that amulet and get some coin. And get some coin. Music is fantastic in this game. Is he still outside though? During nighttime? Bolton.
Welcome.
Yes, but not as you expected. Ravina used to wear this. Where did you get it? From your old adversary, Helig. He trapped your soul inside it. Bolton cradles the amulets in both hands, gazing into it with wonder and bewildered. She's here? Back with me at last? Perhaps a presence even like this will bring me peace. I have no answers for you. Dalton takes its touch, the brilliant crimson gem. In whatever time I have left, this will be enough. To have her close, to visit her in my dreams, to relive our memories together. Please take this. It's from my old adventuring days. I think it's time I finally let them go. You've gained an item. Dial Evrin Dibita is dead. A club. One-handed. Damage, crush damage. Accuracy high. Damage against prone, stunned, flanked enemies. Once owned by the Alan Father Barbarian Badrin Kavdla, this club has ended the life of many opponents. It's a one-handed club. Speed. Okay. Damage against prone, stunned, flanked enemies. It's a nice tank weapon for somebody who's like... Is that better than my axe, maybe? Interfering, burning, lash, rending. Yeah, no. It's an item we gonna shell. What does loyal do again? Defense against charmed effects. Okay. You grab that. So many ring slots that are not used. Shame. Big shame. Sacred skin added. Reward 50% experience. Grain stained boots. Minor item. Scout from Twice Split Arrows tribe claimed that a deranged elven druid stormed into the Galanfat and smaller western ruins. Okay. Ellendale. You shall go and check it out. What the fuzz is about. Dallas house.
Ready when you are.
Next is the archive to tackle. See if we can get access to that secret library pod to find out more about. So
I could while away hours in here. If we had the time, of course. Do we?
No. No, we don't.
Hello.
Hello. You're welcome to browse the stacks, but mind that you keep your voice down. It's still a temple. After all, Grimda doesn't tolerate disorder. Who is Grimda? Why, she's the High Archivist. She's one of the most accomplished scholars alive today. You should probably tread lightly around here today. Anything else? Is it a temple? There's like a library. Because it is. Well is the god of mysteries and answers, encryption and decryption, concealment and revelation. Its guidance comes from understanding and the unknowing and the protecting of hidden knowledge. To think there's such a place in Durwood. Incredible. I love a glimpse of the archives. How many secrets must sit down these ships? Fascinating. Isn't it? Temples dedicated to Vale tend to hold vast stores of knowledge. Think you can be. Book of the Hunts. Okay, so I can come here and read them, but I cannot take them out, so to say. Interesting.
I shall be discreet.
I shall beat the streets. I'm not sure if opening up the books and just stumbling upon them helps anything. Like in other CRPGs. Keep searching. Obscure leaves clues. The ones.
Hail and well met.
Hail! You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. What are you looking for? Maybe I can find it. Could you now? You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of Vael. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden. A secret of the 100 visions. The gods got one of them, but were overzealous in the interrogation. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse and the road to Durwood. Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them. Bring back the scroll. An ancient scroll of Vael. That's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. What else do you need? An animancer named Nadine asked me to retrieve the theorems of pentagram from the Elder Archives. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to tuck the tome away from prying eyes and see that Nadine never sets foot in here again. In the meantime, here, take a token of your appreciation. Of our appreciation. Is that what we wanted? To see her bought entirely? It seems a fearsome price to pay. Knowledge dangled just out of reach makes tempting prize for any soul. Farewell. Not giving knowledge to some unknown little girl. Oh, that's the archives back there. Okay. And with one quest ended, another one has started. She's been stolen, apparently. A book has gone missing. See about it. Maybe if we help her, we get access to that tome anyways.
You had 5 siblings?
That's right. Between the 6 of us, I don't think the house has known a single day's quiet. Of course, a little chaos makes it far easier to get away with mischief.
Yes, I can imagine that comes in handy.
Fair enough. The twice-split arrows gave Ellendale enough information to pursue a crazed druid into the forest north of Durwood. Conversation with the druid was difficult as her emotions shifted quickly without warning, often violently. Ellendale eventually pieced together that her soul had been awakened while she was in the process of spirit shifting. You get a little bit of experience and an item. Spell holding, nature's track. Okay. Okay.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
So... travel to Craghold and investigate the conflict. The final act. So... let's help that young Glonfadden that we've met in the Breckenbury Inn to get that old amulet of his. Andra's gift should be in there. A little bit of an errand day today, apparently, running back and forth, dealing with all kinds of accusations, stolen items, other shebangs. At least we get to know the Finesby a little bit more by doing so. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? I guess that's a drunken sailor down there. Grab his purse and go. Ooh, thieves. Hello, Mr. Nobleman. This man's fancy clothes are ripped. What happened? It was just on my way to the club. It was a rough part of town, but the rebels never been violent. Even a night with... Ikali isn't worth this. Limps away. Courtesan. Oh. Courtesans? I see. Feel like they want to have a good time, honey. I'm all open for business. For business. Oba's house. They've run up in here. Did the criminals hide in here? In Ola's house? We're like, pum, pum, pum. Open up, FBI. The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles. Are you here about Darren? Who? Calm down and start at the beginning. It's my son. His father, Wade, took him fishing 2 days ago, and I haven't seen them since. The neighbors are not of help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift of these days. I bet out on the docks and looking myself, but I couldn't leave the baby. I don't dare to take a hollowborn out with the violence near the brothel. You have a hollowborn baby? Wademan's legacy is as potent in the Finesby as anywhere. People are secret or scared. Might be nice if a god or two stepped in and set people straight, but maybe that's just me. I don't approve of what goes with my place, but these attacks won't earn us God's mercy, and it's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me about the disappearance. What do you want? Tell me about Darren. He's a brave lad. Little too bold for his own good. What about Wade? Sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or row. that he comes home as often as he does. He spends most of his time and all our money drinking at the brothel. Has ever since... Oh, ever since the Hollowborn. I mean, I don't blame him. Where did you see them last time? We was taking Darren fishing at the docks. That was 2 days ago. Okay, fair enough. I'll see if I find anything. So much to hunting freaking scoundrels that might have been hiding here, barging into a woman's home that has apparently a baby that has no soul, and getting another quest to seek her drunk husband and her kid. This is so wild. Valiant soldier called Tugo. The Valiant Trading Company. Okay. So let's get to the salty mast first and talk to that lady that is in
And what does the flame reveal?
cooperation with that other dudes who's sending noblemen down here. Maybe that nobleman was also sent by the guy in the tavern that got mugged. Maybe the lady's getting over herself. No. The salty mast. Sounds... Now that I know that there's a lot of courtesans running around, kind of kinky.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaruna the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing. Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
I hope you aren't expecting to find the leaden key in here.
Visit new lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
Oh man, Durance, you are such a bastard. Wow. Orico.
Hail, traveler.
You have me at a loss. How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? Enough flattery, I know how this works. Then I shall save my breath for more pleasurable endeavors. What can Orico do for you? How much? Not this time. Big Dormsay. Forgive me, I seem to have made a mistake. Certainly have, and you can make it up with a glass of Claret. Make 2 of you. Ruffle guards. Orico. Ollie. Ollie's here also. The man at the table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as they're waiting for someone. Table is taken, find another. I've got a question about Lindray. Oh, Ollie's one of the persons who've missed a person from the Lady Web. Oh, what is it to you? Finish Ollie's drink. I'm your new drinking buddy, and I've got questions for you. Well then, ask away. So, what is you want with Landry? Tell me about Landry. Spent most of the time here drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He didn't volunteer details, and I didn't ask, but he had a working man's hand and a working man's taste for drink. When was the last time you saw him? Right here, getting drinks with me. Just like we were every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell how much about him. I think he preferred it that way. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, and have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case, he could buy the drinks. That's when he showed up. When she showed up. Who's this woman you're talking about? A real fancy lady named Slumdala. Named Slumdala? I don't remember much these days, but remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that. But Lumdala, she was falling all over Landry that night. Left with him too. Where did they go? She said they were going to see some freely performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. She just said they had to pick something up at the house in Copper Lane first. Some cozy little place by Northern Gates. Even a drunk like me know what that means. Lumdala's house. Okay. I'm gonna pay a visit at Lumdala's house.
Greetings.
Old drunkard. Come for the story? It's my club anyway. What club? Club of refined and prestigious gentlemen. Wait, if you don't know about the club, you must be... Where was I? Oh, you must be here about the ring. Ring! Shoves it into the hand. Have to have it to get into the lounge. They don't let just anyone, you know? It's the most exclusive club in Defiance Bay. And whatever you do, don't tell them you're new or... I got a ring? Gentleman's membership ring. What the fuck? Okay. Gotta give that to... Edir.
Greetings.
Greetings. Not from around here, are we? The young woman voice rolls over the saucy decadence. We need a local girl to show the highlights. Like if you, I'm the one. What local attractions would you recommend? I'd rather show than tell. How much? It's 200 for my time, worth every copper. Deal? Get your money's worth. Come back anytime. You'll get at least some... It's... bonus or something like that. Quefcha's boon. Mechanics and constitution goes +1. Okay, good. At least that's something, chef. Nothing in here?
Silent.
Okay. What was that lady called? Serel. Okay, we're looking for a lady called Serel. Let's save. Golden, how you doing? Welcome in.
I'm on the trail.
On the trail. Their wooden clothing. What do we have here? Farmer become god. Maya, Broval Patron, Great Jaw, Wade. Wade eyes are red rimmed and unfocused. He stares into a filthy mug. Tap weird on his shoulder. What do you want from me? Your son's missing. You better explain what you're doing here. Oh, it's Wade. Wade buries his face in his hands. Not like that. I was taking a boy fishing and just wanted to stop on the way for a drink. A quick one. So I told him to wait for me outside. I only meant to stay a few minutes, but the time I came out, he was gone. And you sit here still? I don't know what I'm going to tell Oda. You can't hide in here. You'll have to face her sooner or later. Wade turns back to his drink and takes a long gulp. What the frick? I found Darren's father. He left the boy for a quick drink and lost track of him. He's too ashamed now to return home. Oh, holy moly. Who are you?
Good day, stranger.
I don't see many outfitted like you. You were looking for trouble. You're looking for some... You aren't looking for some trouble, aren't you? What kind of trouble are you having? Kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken their harassing my hardworking boys and girls. And our customers, they started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn. They've been driving my regulars away. I've been looking for someone to help me clean things up around here. The knights are too busy sniffing around. Duke ever to bother with us commoners in the gift, and I'll just soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. Is that so? I could investigate as long as they're coin. You restore my business, and there will be plenty of that. These fucks tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that there aren't random incidents. You put a stop of these attacks, and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. Got me? I would request that thanks in copper if I were you. Got questions? What do you know about these attacks? You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. Those thugs are just waiting to cause trouble. Okay, can I ask you about something else? Is there anybody named Sorrel in here? You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her? You ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pence. Well, so to tell. Fancy give her a go? Okay. You find their quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellows at the door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Fine, confront the thugs. Give 1,000 coins to get up there. Jesus. Oh boy. Let's hope this investment is all worth it. Lirinia.
Greetings.
How much? 600. Not right now. The one was just running around. How much? How much? Nice ring. You may enter. Gentleman's Club. Sorrel's God. There's Sorrel up there. Okay. Profitable patrons. Gentleman's Club. Keep an eye on you. Okay, if you say so.
Welcome.
That's a huge bed. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. It is rather warm in here. Wait, what? Sorrel's boon? Oh. One more. You slimy you. I mean, you paid.
Hello.
There's something I need to discuss with you. Just tell me what you like. It's extra if you want to bring someone else in, though. Your friend Thrism sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused it. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I really am sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Glenfath. I've worked a long time for a way out, but I'm not giving up just because Thrism suddenly got nostalgic. I'll tell him to leave you alone then. Would you? I'll certainly make it worth your while. Apart from home. Okay, but tell him that's no. Tell him no.
And what does the flame reveal?
No potential on taking that thing back. Ixametal clothing. Balake Ordo. Okay, Gentleman's Club. Club of refined, prestigious gentlemen guest spot. That might come in handy. I'm going to throw that over to you. So you remember, I see, you're for the exclusive club equipment. Show me your stock. Oh, he's a trader. Oh. A great sword. Has corrode damage. Crits can inflict prone. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's pretty neat. The crooked B-bow. Fast shooting bow. Nice. Darkonis Paladin's Longsword of Inclinee. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of things in here. Intelligent Resolve. Constitution. Multiplier, max endurance. Wowzers. That's pretty neat, I have to say. Pretty neat. Let's go back to his staff. Crushing Lash and Fine. So it has a Blizzard and whatnot. Yeah, definitely better. Definitely better. Okay. So we have access to some exclusive loot up there. Let me talk with Serene. She said she's gonna make it worth my while. Question is she talking about physically or actual coin? Because we definitely would like some more coin. Dude, he lost his kid just outside. Maybe it's linked to the thugs and the attacks. Did they kidnap the kid as well? That's so wild. Fisherman. Waiting until daylight. Yada bada bada bada. Where's this leading? Let's go all this way down there. I'm curious. Anything to spot down here? There's a sunken ship that apparently crashed the shores. There's Hikami and Jareth Lexingtail. Interesting idea to incorporate the backers into the game. I found that could have been a cooler thing. Although, I don't know. It's kind of like so many stories they have that there are just too many. And after a while when you play, you just, you know, walk by. You don't care anymore. What are we here? Another tourist in the gifts, huh? Let's give him a proper welcome. I don't think so. Iran, thank you kindly. I don't think so, my friends.
Ready when you are.
I'm gonna give you a proper gift.
Braved out the
Smack him all on the floor. Pushing that line button. Thank you kindly. I found a key. A bronze key. What could that lead? Supply and demands? One of the thugs dropped the key. Looks like it belongs to the house in a house in Ondra's gifts. Otter's house. Kovic's house. Abandoned house.
Not a problem.
Ramshackle house. I think it's a ramshackle house down there. And I could imagine that this trading
God's damn that son of a girl.
group has to do this. Who's you? Is a bird figure? Why is there feathers coming out of her face? The angry woman clenches her jaw and steers out towards the harbor.
Want to run a down on its luck Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it.
Is that so?
As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains.
Remain silent. The woman smiles faintly at you before turning her attention back to the warehouse. She grimaces, gives you a slight nod, and walks off. What did happen right now? Want to run down its luck Valiant Trading Company? If you're more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. Did she go in? The woman walks off. Okay. Unlock the door. Found the key of those little bandits. Oh, hello there.
How do you do?
I don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? Who are you? I'm Ifri, lieutenant of the Dozens. We're the last fighting force in Defiance Bay that remembers what it means to be the wooden. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who seems to care about the way Maya is squeezing the locals. I'm here about the trouble in the Salty Mast. Ordinary Kith are angry, as they should be, with the crooked Omawa toting up the nobles. She's using a tragedy of the Waidwand legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Aetherian overlords who drove out hundreds of years ago. Dude, it is a brothel. It's just a bad coincidence that every baby is hollowborn and without a soul. Now, you're a logical sort. Maya's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest districts of Defiance Bay. What do you think's gonna happen? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? My aim offered me a good deal in money. I'm with for my head. The violence has to stop. I'm sorry that you see it that way. Well, I guess we have to fight.
Aye?
Brave.
I cast Fireball.
Hey,
Grants Blizzard per rest. But how do I cast it? Three times per rest, yes. That's my inventory. How do I trigger his ability to cast that blizzard? Does anybody know? How do I trigger the White Spire? To cast that? Do I have to give that to a caster? I am confusion.
Ready when you are.
Okay, Fireball. Let's cast defensive spell in here.
Ready, Watcher.
Let's get that thug. Good. Let's knock her on her ass if we can.
Leave it to me!
Beautiful. Put some fear into you guys.
Death to our enemy!
Beautiful. Away goes them. Mercy, please. Fine, but I'm taking you prisoner. Okay, I have some prisoners now. I'm not sure what I can do with those, but I'm curious.
hey,
I'm curious.
of course.
So, need to take a rest. Not allowed to camp in here. Interesting. Intriguing. Nonetheless. Very intriguing. So the kid was not with them. Now hiring builders. No experience needed.
Good day, stranger.
You interested in doing some construction work? The clothes are simple but nice at the most of the owner's gift. Pays good money. I take it you're having trouble finding workers? Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dog. They all think the lighthouse is haunted, ever since the floods of Andre's gifts. Echoes of the war. The flood certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full of bursting. Have you gone inside? Me? Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate and all that. Alright, when I saw two Omawa deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. I could take a look. Good. About time someone put an end to this foolishness. Fair enough. I shall have a look then. At the lighthouse. Can we camp? Not in this area. Okay. Still didn't find the boy.
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levees during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Captain won't be happy to hear about this. About what? A young, lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously.
Gods keep you.
If you have a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't like you're from the docks. I could use your help. What's the problem? Look, I don't have any coin for you. No, that's not it. It's not coin I'm after. Please, I'm in trouble. Maybe that doesn't move you. So especially since you don't know me, but I don't know who else to turn to. I lost something. A sea chest, a very important sea chest. The captain's sea chest. How did you manage that? I may have gotten a little distracted. It wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, the chest was gone. It really hasn't been that long. However, whoever took, but the shift changed, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I get strung up the yardom. Please, if you could get back it for me, I swear by the flame, I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't spending it if Captain Portanero finds out anyways. Any chance to see the little boy named Darren? Sure. He wanted to play on the ship, but I couldn't let him. Portanero is very strict about that sort of thing. I had to shoo him off. Felt a little bit bad about it. So I'm heading towards the salty mast. Not really somewhere he had to be playing. Hope you find him. Any idea where the chest could have gone? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen getting carried around either. Figured they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. Can't have gone far. There's a pretty good look on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't got it open. Unless take an axe to it, I suppose. Oh gods. If they got it open, I'm really done for. Okay.
I can do that.
Oh boy. So he saw the kid.
And what does the flame reveal?
But he was running off. There's Mia. Camping is not allowed in Zero. Why? Why is it not allowed? Thugs. Bragan. Shove off. Nothing to talk about. What's up? Kid, are you in here? God damn it. Where's that kid? Brian Walker's, okay. Can I take this? You're being caught stealing. Oopsie. So there are physically here Brian Walker and Brill. Okay, fair enough. Why would I make a building that gives you a loading screen to plant 2 backers in there?
I'll grant you that animancy has had its failures, Balreach among them. But does that warrant attacks on innocent practitioners? Superstitious kith have spilled their share of blood.
Animancers have the advantage of education, and with that comes authority and responsibility.
I have to say, it's wonderful to have someone to debate with. You'd think they'd be more welcoming of it at the Law College.
Or we could enjoy a glass of wine and a comfortable silence.
They're kidding around. Oh god. Are you guys people who sell kids off?
Welcome.
Should we get it for sale? Okay, just having stuff to sell. Belt of Stelgar, Amulet of things. So let's sell that book. And we can sell clothings. Trade. What's that here? Trading company. Some pay did this turn into?
Hello.
Oh, it didn't look like a guard. Say, you wouldn't be interested in me getting some coppers, would you? The ship that went down over there. I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Have you seen a boy named Darren? So just behind away. I see him near every time I'm at port. He's the one who found the opal. Good kid. Despite that loafer of a father. Loafer? Drunk more often than sober, and poor company either. Spent his scant coin in the salty when he's got mouths to feed, and yet he thinks his hollowborn daughter is the curse on his family. Any idea where Darren could be now? The boy loves the ships. He's probably playing pirates with the sailors. He hasn't stowed away with the cargo. Thank you for the information. You see the lad? You tell him old Imatal remembers the deal. Anything else you need? Have you seen anyone come this way carrying a large chest? Come to think of it, I did. They went that way. Couldn't have gone that far. Points to the east. Tell me more about this missing cargo. We started in Cold Morn and we're making our way down the river. Loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. Give me the short version. We picked up some crates from Kliab and Rilag. Suits of armor and broken scepters. We were almost at Defiance Bay when the armor came to life and slaughtered everyone in the hold. So I locked the hatch. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left, so I piloted the ship as best as I could, but it hit the rocks as we were passing Breckenbury. I barely made it to the onerous gift before I had to jump overboard and swim to the docks. I'd have given up the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled us up in his nets. It's part of the scepter from what I recall. There are 3 other pieces, and I bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone can find them, there'll be profit to follow. There must be a reason you haven't gone looking for the rest of the artifact yourself. I'm not gonna have escaped the ship like I did. I'm not taking any chance with those things. What if I find the rest? If you find the missing pieces of the artifact, I've got an animator friend of my expedition days who'll find you a stack of coppers. What I want out of this is a few hundred pence for my last payday. If that sounds fair to you, I'll give this a stone name on my contact once you have everything else. About that Ingrithian relic. Do you have any idea what your animator friend wants with the relic? She's always been tinkering with these things back when we were young. I used to think she was a fool retiring to some dusty study in Brackbury, but after that horror on the boats, I think she made a wiser choice. Your name doesn't sound Durwoodin. That's because it isn't. I'm from Ixamittal Plains, a broad savanna north to Dalewood. Is that so? Okay, well done. Brief, Darren. So he said they run off to the Salty. That dude said they went with the cargo to the east. Pointing towards the Salty Mast again.
I'll take a look.
I have a bad feeling. I think the Salty Masters might do business that they shouldn't. Let's have a chat with the lady. I think somebody might have gone a little bit overboard.
Hail, traveler.
Wait, not yet. Go like this.
Hail
okay.
and well met.
I've taken the ringleader prisoner. The thugs won't be bothering you anymore. That's good enough for me. Take some coppers, enjoy yourself, and if you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. Might as well have a drink or two. This seems like a good place as any to pick up a few sordid secrets and sordid diseases at that. Just, what can I do for your strapping lad like yourself? Any regulars interested in earning some coins? Oh, okay, so we can buy here some mercenaries. I see. We can buy food from you, camps as well, and we can rest in here. Yeah, why not? Let's take a nap in here. Rest for some coppers. Quest completed. Supply and demand. Oh, that one. Lawful guard. Okay. Nothing else suspicious. I still would have thought that it would have been dragged over here. The whole thing.
How do you do?
I'm betting there's an achievement for having a gander with the whole salted mast. Man. We have to find a kid. We have to find some opals. We have to report to the Duke. Story plot is thickening. I'm curious where the whole story leads us. I hope you are enjoying it as well.